Thank you for watching the World Community Magazine's Hour of Power Live on Facebook with your host Edward McQueen and April Garner Davis.
And good evening to everyone. Wow, good evening, April. How are you doing?
I'm great, Brother Edward. How are you?
Oh, it's so good to see you on the broadcast this evening. And hope all is well. So, April, we're going to good evening to our viewers first also. And we're glad to have you all with us. I'm your host, Ed McQueen, and of course, my co-host, April Garner Davis. So we're always tackling issues that sometimes seem beyond people's grasp, but we're going to deal with an issue this evening that's someone's pursuit, and we are just praying for her endeavor to be successful, and that is eradication of poverty. Okay, eradication of poverty. I know to some people they look at it and say you're dreaming and won't do it, but well, we can always talk about it and discuss strategies. And our guest that's with us this evening will do just that. April, if you don't mind, I think you know more about our guest than I do. So elaborate.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you all for joining us, and we are forever grateful for your support. For joining us every single week, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. for WCM Live. This week, we are going to kick off the month of March by observing Women's History Month. And of course, Dr. Barbara Black, as Brother Edward was kind of gearing us up for, is someone in the community who is doing some incredible things. And she's trying to help her community and surrounding communities to understand what it means to pursue the prevention of poverty. And she's done a number of amazing things with her efforts through her organization known as Lydia's Nest. So we are going to have Ms. Black on in just a moment, but I just want to share with you all that March is designated as Women's History Month. And so we're, of course, highlighting during the month of March the women who are working in areas that pretty much highlight social, economic, cultural, and political achievements. And they are doing wonderful things in order to make sure that there is change in their community. They're trying to make an impact in their community. The National Women's History Alliance has actually declared the theme for Women's History Month as Leading the Change, Women Shaping a Sustainable Future. And Dr. Barbara Black is certainly one of those women who is doing just that. So please welcome to our show, Dr. Barbara Black. How are you doing this evening?
Can you hear me, April?
Yes, I can.
I can't hear you. I'm trying to see what happened.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. You maybe come out and exit the stream and come back in. Try that. Yeah. So, and so Brother Edward, it's great that Dr. Black is with us tonight. She's going to talk about basically her vision behind Lydia's Nest. And, while we're waiting for her to return, I'm going to actually pull up her organization so that everyone can understand, what her organization is all about. It is actually rooted in community development and also resources for people in her community. And this is the website here. And it's known as Lydia's Nest. I think Dr. Barbara is back, so I'm going to pull her on the screen instead. We'll show the website in just a moment. Dr. Black, can you hear us now?
I can. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. So welcome. How are you doing?
I am great. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. Not sure what happened.
It's okay. Technical difficulties happen, Yeah, those are the things we can't control.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doing wonderful. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor.
Yes. Oh, it's an honor for us to have you here with us. And I know that you had a pretty busy schedule for today, and I feel like you're squeezing us in. So I appreciate you doing that.
It's been a long day, but that's okay.
I'm sure it has. But you know what? That's what movers and shakers do. They can work through long days and still look as fabulous as you look and do all the things that they need to do. So we appreciate you being here. Dr. Black, why don't you tell? And she said that I call her Barbara, but I'm like, I got to give you your props. Empowered women. So I got to give you your props. So we're going to call you Dr. Black tonight, okay?
Well, thank you.
You are welcome. But why don't you tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Well, of course, I'm Dr. Barbara Black, and I grew up right here in the small town. Well, in the small town of Johnsonville. I am in Conway, South Carolina now. I just moved to Conway, but grew up in Johnsonville. I wanted to stay in Johnsonville because I feel like I could stay there and make a difference. So when I graduated high school, went to college, wanted to stay there. I just felt the urge to help others. And so I went to school to be a nurse because I've always loved serving people. And I became a nurse, but for some reason, I felt like that just wasn't enough. And I never knew what else I wanted, but I just felt like that wasn't enough. And God spoke to me one day and gave me the vision. Didn't know exactly what it was that he wanted me to do, but he gave me the vision to start a nonprofit, Lydia's Bowels of Mercy. And I'll have to tell you about that story one day because that's a long story, but the first name is Bowels of Mercy that he gave me. And I said, Bowels of Mercy? And he said, yes, because I love you for my bowels with a compassion love. And that's how I want you to love others. I said, oh, okay, that works. And then he gave me the name Lydia's. And so I put it together, Lydia's Bowels of Mercy. And I didn't even know who Lydia was at the time, but she's one of the most forgotten ladies of the Bible, but she's the maker of purple. She's a businesswoman. When Paul and you only found out in the book of Acts, she's only in about two verses in that chapter, but she was the one when Paul and was going from city to city ministering. She made sure that they had a place to sleep. She made sure that they had food to eat. And I was like, wow, that's me.
Whoa, yes.
And I said, thank you, Jesus. So that's where the name came from, Lydia's Bowels of Mercy Home. But we're finally known as Lydia's Nest. So that's what we do business as, Lydia's Nest. And so that's where it was birthed from.
So the nest encompasses more than just the bowels of them. It's you're leaving room for other things to come in.
Oh yes. If you see my vision board, there's a whole lot of other stuff that's coming along with that. Yeah. And it's coming we are forever evolving. There's a lot more to come. The vision is huge. So I'm excited about what God is doing.
Yeah. So, Dr. Black, pre-show, we were just kind of touching on your vision and why it's important for communities to really focus on eradication of poverty. And one of the things that we talked about is the fact that in small towns like Johnsonville, surrounding areas, even in a town like Conway, which is small town, but I guess it could kind of be, bigger than Johnsonville in scope. There's the presence of food deserts, and there are very limited resources that people have if they are hungry or in need of supplies and just getting by from day to day. Right. It's really tough whenever you can't get something that we take for granted, which is a meal,
Right.
And I think that we do take food for granted when we think about how much food we actually throw away and or food that goes bad because we haven't had the chance to eat it or whatever the case is. And so I know that part of your mission is about feeding the hungry, but there's also other things that you do through Lydia's Nest. So tell us a little bit about the programs and services that you offer.
We have like 7 different programs in these services, because what people don't realize is poverty isn't just about food. It ain't just about the income. It's also about opportunity. It's about dignity. It's about future being stolen from us before it can even begin. So poverty is a whole lot of things. So we focus on educating our people first. The main thing is, of course, we want to feed them, but we want to educate them as well. And one of our other programs is the life skill classes. We do community baby showers, but we also want to teach them as they come in to get those diapers and those wipes. We want to teach them some kind of life skill class, whether it's safe sleeps. And I partner with a lot of other agencies. We can't do this alone. We have to partner with other agencies. So I do thank God for my other agencies that I partner with to do these events. But we teach them life skill classes, whether it's safe sleep for the babies, whether it's healthy eating for mom and baby. We just want to give them some kind of nugget to go home with and just teach them something so that it's not just we just giving them something for the moment. We want to give them something for life.
Mm-hmm. And so I'm on your website, and I will share the website with everyone in just a few minutes so that you can see the scope of the work. But it says that you have after school classes, a closet ministry, and also you do the food giveaways. Assistance includes assistance with SNAP benefits and also social services. So let's talk a little bit about those things as well.
Okay, the social services, we have someone there that comes and she'll help with whether they need help with signing up for Medicaid or SNAP benefits or any kind of health insurance. She makes sure that everyone have the right benefits for because your one person's benefit may not be right for the next person. So we want to make sure that everybody's getting the right benefits for each individual person. It's individualized. So she'll sit with you individually, one-on-one, and make sure that you're getting the right benefit, whether it's Medicare, Medicaid, or individual health plans. And we also help you with the SNAP benefits. You can sign up there because a lot of the problems within the rural areas, such as Johnsonville, is transportation issues. Some people used to have to go to Lake City or Florence to sign up for these benefits. Well, now you can come right there to Johnsonville, to the hub, and you can sign up there. You can get the help you need right there. We can at least start the process, and then you can finish what you need in Lake City or Florence, wherever you need to go. Yeah.
So, don't want to put you on the spot. I'm sure you can recall success stories from the things that you all have done and in the community, but share with us maybe, an instance where you saw your impact in the community and that, what you were doing through Lydia's Nest was really making a change in people's lives for the future.
This is just one story that stuck with me, and I guess it because it really touched my heart and made me want to cry. Was one time when this lady walked through the door, and she was a kind of young girl, and I think she was I don't know. I think she was Mexican or I don't know what she was, but anyway, she walked to the front door and she fell, but I thought maybe she got hurt and she was crying, and my husband pointed to her, and he was getting my attention and told me about her, and I went over to her and I asked her, was she okay? And she said, you don't understand. She said, I have no food in my house, and just to see all this food laying around, she said, you don't understand what it does to me. And I said, well, you just get up and come get what you need. Because what we do on Wednesdays, we have the food spread around and they can shop like they're at a grocery store. I tell them all the time, I say, come shop, but leave your purse at home. That's my motto. So just bring your bags, but leave your purse at home. And that really touched my heart because that let me know that we are making a difference. Sometimes when I'm tired, sometimes when I want to give up, it's just stuff like that or situations like that makes me realize that I'm doing what God called me to do. Yeah, and it's needed. It's much needed.
Yeah, absolutely. That's in every community.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So tell us a little bit, since you just recently moved to Conway. This show is based out of Conway, and there's not always a lot of opportunity for us to visit areas such as Johnsonville and some of the more rural areas. Tell us a little bit about what the economic picture looks like in Johnsonville and why something like this is so important in a community like Johnsonville or any of the surrounding communities that you serve.
Well, Johnsonville, like I said before, it is such a rural area, and there are a lot of people that are without jobs right now. A lot of people that don't know where their next meal coming from, and I just can't believe the number of people really that are homeless. And when I say homeless, they may have a place to sleep, but they don't really have like a place to call home. They're living from couch to couch, house to house, just wherever they can lay their head. they don't have a place that they really can call home, like a mother and a father. And these are just maybe high school students that don't have a place that they can really call home. So economically, the jobs are it's sad. It's what all that's just a better word. The only word that I can describe it in one word is just sad. But
Did the closures in Georgetown impact Johnsonville greatly?
do the what now?
Did the closures in Georgetown, the closing of our International Paper and the steel mill, did they impact Georgetown greatly, or Johnsonville greatly?
I would say so, because from what we're seeing, we are getting a lot more people from Georgetown County. We are getting a lot of clients we're actually getting a lot of clients now from Andrews and Georgetown County, Marion County. And I think these people were working at the paper mill. We are getting a lot more people from King Street. I'm actually seeing a lot of people from Florence, which is surprisingly, because I know but I don't know what all is going on in that area, so it's hard to say. But it does surprise me that the more people that are coming from the Florence side, because I think there are a lot more food, shelter, or whatever in Florence area. But I am getting a lot more people from Florence, Lake City, Tampico, that side of town too. But Georgetown really there has been an increase from Georgetown, the Browns Ferry area, and also Andrews area.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
It is amazing that in these days and times we're still dealing with poverty issues in America, and it seems to be getting worse. I don't know what the homelessness population, the homeless or unhomed population, looks like in Johnsonville, but I do know that anytime you see anyone who appears to have all of their belongings with them and they are on the street, and you can only assume that they actually have nowhere to go, that definitely points to a social problem, economic problem, a systemic problem, all the things.
Yes.
And so, that's why it's important that we have organizations like Lydia's Nest that are really homegrown. When you think about it, the vision was divinely given to you, and you have created something that is a resource for people in your community. And as you can see, it has totally stretched outside of like the natural boundaries that you originally had for it.
Yes.
And so what advice would you give to an individual who maybe has some thoughts about starting something like this, or providing some type of a resource for people in need? I know it can't be hard, or it can't be easy. I'm sure it's very, very hard.
Yes.
And you always wonder, am I doing it right? Am I providing what people really need? Am I reaching them? So tell us a little bit about how that kind of, I guess, manifested itself along your journey.
Well, I will let them know, first of all, definitely it's not easy, but if God give you a vision, and if it's something that that he truly gave to you, don't give up and do it. You have to have compassion. And if you're in it for the money, don't do it because it's not about the money. And there's going to be times when you yourself is not going to know how you're going to make it, how your bill is going to get paid or whatever. But if you know that you're doing it for the right reason and to help the people, I would say don't give up. Because you have to love what you're doing. You have to have compassion for people, and you have to love people. This kind of business or this kind of organization, you have to really have a heart for it. It's not nothing that you just get into because you see somebody else doing it, or because, hey, I think I just want to go out and do something. It's okay to want to do it, but you really have to have a heart for it. You have to have a compassion for it. You can't just wake up one day and say, I want to do this. And it's something that you have to work towards it. But I don't want to stop anybody from doing anything that think that they want to do this or do something like this, because it's much needed. But I would also say, before you start something else, see who else is doing it already and help them. instead of trying to do the same thing, see who's already out there doing it and see how you can help that person to make a bigger or a larger impact.
Mm.
You know, because it's all about connection. It's about the people. It's not about what you can do. It's about connecting and making it happen for the community. You know.
So probably I'm doctor. Sorry. Have you explored your eligibility for grants, for getting grants and stuff like that to provide, a lot of resources for you all to operate?
Yeah, I have explored some. I don't get federal grants, big federal grants. I get smaller grants, like personal grants of people that I have developed a personal relationship with, like maybe like Duke Energy or Healthy Blue, like that, like personal relationships. I don't get the big federal grants.
Because you haven't tried, right?
Huh?
You don't get the big federal grants because you have not tried to get them.
Right.
Well, okay. Right. What's the resistance? What are your,
I just haven't tried.
Well, sometimes federal grants aren't always the best kind of.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I mean, because as soon as you're given a federal grant, the administration could decide that they don't want to support your cause and can yank the money out just like that. So it's not always a good way to go.
Well, local grants can do that.
And another thing, with certain federal grants, use the Lord, or you can't use Jesus and all that, and I don't want to take him out of what he's given me, because this is his vision.
Well, I just want to know if you explored or exhausted all of your targets for resources, and because what you're doing, to me, is so monumental. That the way in your description of Johnsonville, it says that it's definitely needs somebody like you. So I would just want to throw everything out there, to try and find what the resources are. So
and sometimes when people see what you're doing and they see the work and they see the benefits that how the community is growing from it and thriving from it, they'll start to give, because I do have small businesses that have been starting to help me out a lot and giving back to the community through Lydia's Nest, which has been a blessing. And so that's one of the ways that I have individuals that give donations. They're starting to give in-kind donation. They see the work that Lydia's Nest is doing, and so they'll give a monthly donation every month.
Good. That's good.
Yeah.
That is good stuff.
Yeah.
So I got a feeling that Dr. Black has a very strong sense of modesty when it comes down to her accomplishments and achievements in the area, but you have won numerous awards for the work that you've done in the community. And I'm sure that people like you who are doing the work you're not doing it for, the fame in the spotlight, but to your point about the work being noticed, when you are doing the work and it's coming from a very genuine place and it has the reach and the impact that you would hope it would have, along with that comes the hope that someone will notice enough so that others will want to join in. And so I like what you said about, collaborating with other organizations who may be doing the same thing that you're doing, or if someone has an aspiration to do what you're doing, to work with organizations to help grow and expand what the vision and the mission is. And because a lot of times people attempt to duplicate efforts, and something can be done really well, or or it can fall by the wayside, and then that has a trickle down effect, and that people start to look at everything sideways, right? But you have certainly accomplished a lot. You've been a Carolina Champion Award winner. You recently won what was the most recent award that you won? I want you to tell everyone about it.
Oh my goodness, the Cross Country President's Award.
Yes. Did you see that coming?
No, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that cross country.
Yeah. I can't tell you too much about that because I really don't know too much about that.
But somebody nominated you, right?
The president called. He actually called the office, and he was asking to speak for the director that works there. And I happened to answer the phone, and I said, well, she's not here right now. I said, can I help you with anything? And he said, well, I just kind of want to find out a little bit about Lydia's Nest and about volunteering. I said, well, I can help you with that. And he said, well, is this the founder, is this Dr. Black? I said, yes, it is. I said, what can I help you with? And he said, well, I kind of want to know about volunteering. And I said, well, I have somebody that's over the volunteering department, and I can get you set up with her, and she can help you with that. He said, well, is she in right now? I said, no, but I would give her your number and let her call you back. He said, well, I may as well let the cat out the bag. You've been nominated for the President's Award. And I was like, what is the cross country? I've never heard of it.
And what it is the cross-cultural mental health and human services.
Yeah. But he said somebody been telling him about me. He heard so much about me. He went on my website and he was just very impressed about the work that we do. And he said he just had no other choice but to choose me for that award. So I just thank God for it.
Yes, absolutely. And then you host your own Golden Globes event. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes, I'm excited. Well, that was my first event that I had. It was the very first Golden Globes Award. And I did that to kind of promote others who impact the community. I wasn't really doing it for Lydia's Nest. It was supposed to be a fundraiser, but I wanted to represent others who impact the community and just give honor to those others out there that that are out there working and doing their hard work in the community. Especially my mentor, people that are out there doing all of the hard work. Yeah.
Well, it appears from the news links and everything that I've read, you certainly do have a number of people in the community, businesses in the community that are, like I said, reaching out to you to show support and to help. You were gifted a van. To your organization was gifted a van in order to do what you do, and that's incredible. That's really amazing. That a dealership or whomever would actually reach out to you and say, hey, here's some transportation so that you can do the wonderful things that you do in the community. And so I think that one of the reasons why we wanted to make sure to feature you tonight is because what you're doing is definitely, like we said, homegrown. It's grassroots. It's, straight from a vision that you had. It's not connected to any national organization. It serves the community directly. And it's sometimes, really, really difficult to get these type of endeavors off the ground, but you've done an amazing job. And hopefully it will inspire others to do the same as they learn more about their communities and find out what the needs are. When you can identify what the needs are in the community and how you can actually address those needs, then you're, like you said, you're doing the right things in order to make an impact. And so, your efforts are to address any issues that are surrounding poverty, or lack of resources. Obviously, you are reaching out to anyone in the community who needs the help. You told us a story about the Hispanic lady who came into your establishment, and I'm sure that that is definitely something that is wonderful for any community, especially with the diversity that's present in a lot of communities. And sometimes people don't seek help because they don't believe that anybody really wants to help them, especially if they feel misunderstood or that if people don't really understand what their experience is like. But it's good that you're doing this from a place of integrity and without judgment, and that's really what this is all about. So I want to share
and I'm glad you said that. A lot of times people don't seek help because a lot of times people are afraid to ask for help because they're afraid that they're going to be judged.
Right.
So I make sure and tell my volunteers that we don't judge at Lydia's Nest. It don't matter how you look, what you look like. When you come through those doors of Lydia's Nest, We want you to feel welcome. We don't ask no questions. Just, of course, we're gonna get your name for databases or whatever data, but we want you to come in. We want to love you, love on you, and we want you to feel welcome. And we want you to come in and get what you need, and just feel like it's okay. You're at home. You're at home. You have nothing to feel bad about, nothing to feel shame about.
And I think that's important, because when you give people that sense of dignity as they are looking for help, it really does, it boosts their confidence, for one. It also takes away some of the apprehensions they have about seeking the help.
Yes.
Because, I actually volunteer at a food pantry. And one of the things that was amazing about the volunteer experience is seeing how the people actually, I guess, respond or react to walking into the food pantry and being able to shop without feeling like they are being under surveillance, or that, or that they're being judged or analyzed for what they want or what they need. They're able to actually walk around and have a full shopping experience. The things that they want, and decide what's best for their family. No one is like, hey, here's a bag, take this, that kind of thing. It's more of a, what do you need to support your family? And that does put the dignity back in an experience like that, especially for someone who is, grappling with the fact that they just don't have the resources and they don't know how to ask, and they may be just, ashamed or embarrassed to even ask for the assistance. So,
and that's one of the reasons why we wanted to set it up as like a grocery store. Because when you come in, it's like, you got the meat in one section, you got the canned goods in one section, you got the fruits and vegetables. So you're walking around shopping like you're at a grocery store, and you're picking up the items that you want.
Absolutely. So we're going to walk through your website for just a second. Of course, you can visit lydiasnest.org to find out all about the Community Resource and Development Center, that is Lydia's Nest. You'll find out more about the mission, and their mission is to help prevent poverty, eliminate poverty, food insecurities, improve the health and well-being of the community. I mean, those are like the top priorities, or should be the top priorities for anyone who is in a leadership position, social services position. Just really, community at large should want to help one another, so that they don't have to deal with these types of challenges in our communities. And so you have a great team, obviously, and this is wonderful to see. Do you know this young lady here, Chantel Anderson? Who is she?
Yes, I know her.
I didn't know Chantel, so I have to pick at you.
That's my backbone.
Yeah, she is beautiful and talented, just so gifted. She's your president and events coordinator. It's great that you have your legacy involved in this. This is wonderful.
Yes.
You have a director, you have public relations volunteers, CFO. So, I mean, legitimate organization. We love to see that in organizations. You have, many community partners, and it's great that you're able to show the level of partnership that you have across the community. I mean, all of these different businesses and organizations are, partners that people are familiar with. So this is great. Your funders as well, Brother Edward, you can see that, she's doing a lot of work.
I was just about to say,
She's definitely doing a lot of work.
Look, in retrospect, I probably didn't need to bring up resources, right, or something.
Well, that's why she's here. We're learning all about what she is already doing. So this is great.
That's great. We have good organization there.
Yeah, memberships and associations. So of course your programs, you have the after school classes. You also have a closet ministry. Talk a little bit about that.
Yes, that is kind of dormant a little bit, but if we used to take the used clothes, but now with so much going on, we take only new clothes. So we don't take the used clothes anymore. They have to be new with tags on them. For safety issues, But and then if anybody calls, need anything, whether it's like a young lady may be going for a job interview and need an outfit or something, we want to be able to provide that outfit.
That is awesome. That's awesome. All right.
Or
And then, of
somebody
course-
have a burnout, we want to be able to help that family.
Right. So of course you've talked about your food giveaways, fighting hunger and food insecurity. This is wonderful. I imagine that this information is up to date, that clients can pick up prepackaged grocery boxes. They can come in and shop every Wednesday from 11 to 12:30. That's wonderful. Yeah, that's great. That's great. And I like that you mentioned, items are usually available are meats, fruits, vegetables, dairy, bread, non-perishable. So you are offering, just about everything to make a complete meal for a family. So that's wonderful. Yeah.
So this is an everyday thing?
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. Every Wednesday from 11 to 12:30. And of course, we talked a little bit about the assistance with the SNAP programs, helping them with that information, and then certain social services that are available. So you can visit her website, take a look at all of this information. Go to the news and events section. You'll see all of the wonderful things that are connected to the impact in the community. And then, of course, here's an important button that I definitely want to bring attention to: the donate button. Listen, guys, this is one way that you can certainly help Lydia's Nest. It is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Donations are tax deductible, and so it looks like you can make a one-time donation or a monthly donation. I'm sure every little bit helps.
Yes.
Well, Dr. Black, I tell you, it's wonderful having you on the show tonight. And is there anything else you'd like to share with us? What can the community do to help you right away?
Donations. Yep, that's about it. But I really do thank you guys so much for everything, and just for the support and just getting the word out there. That's a big help. That's a big help.
So Doc, have you had any fundraisers, any events for fundraising, or
the gala, and we're planning our next one. We got our next gala coming up January the 23rd, and that'll be on the website soon. As soon as we get all of the details intact, we will definitely put that on the website. We'd love for you guys to come and join us. It's going to be at the Myrtle Beach Convention Center this year.
Oh, wow! On the beach.
Yes. Listen, Brother Edward, look. Here's something that I have to bring to everybody's attention. She said January. That means that it's already booked, and they're already working on it. That's
right.
I love it.
Right.
I love it. Okay. All right. Yeah, we definitely will look forward to that information. And we will definitely share it for you as well across social media and on our website. No problem at all. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Brother, do you have anything else? Any other questions? Any other advice you want to give? Anything you'd like to talk about this evening with Dr. Black while she's here?
No, I was just, I tried to explore all of the methods for obtaining resources, and I wanted to know about the gala. I'm glad it's a gala that you're going to be having, and your projections for the size of the gala must be very good, because you're going to have it at the convention center. I mean, so and you feel confident about that. You feel confident about participation, obviously.
I think I feel
just based on history.
I think I feel confident because of my event planner.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see. I saw that. Yeah, she was part of that organizational chart that you had up there. And by the way, I think that's a great chart that you, and the assembly of people who are going to be doing certain things, and that tells me that you're on the go, and you're looking ahead. You're not looking back.
Yes. And I do want to say that another great thing that we have going on is we are getting ready to open our first thrift store. Well, it's going to be like a secondhand store, and it's called Lydia's Nest Treasures.
Love it.
And all of those funds will be going towards Lydia's Nest. So I'm excited about that. And it's going to be located in Johnsonville, not too far from Lydia's Nest, our location now. So I'm excited about that.
Well, with the economy that you laid out about Johnsonville, that should flourish. Your thrift store.
Yeah.
But just try to not to say the word secondhand. Okay, don't try to lay that out.
Right. And I shouldn't, because everything will be new. So hey.
Hey. if we knew to them.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm,
So probably within the next month or so, we should have it ready. Yeah.
Should have it ready.
Yep. We already have the store. We have everything going. We just getting ready to getting ready for the grand opening.
You know, I think you're going to be compiling a lot of stuff is going to be there, and a lot of stuff is going to be gotten, and some volunteers for clothing and stuff like that. Kind of keep us abreast of that. If you
Okay.
I was going to suggest that your PR person maybe submit an article to the magazine.
Okay.
And that would be a good way as well, Brother Edward, to get the message out. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Is that a get up?
Yeah. Trying to get it up, but yeah. Well, one of these days we'll put it up like that. So, but anyway, as you're aware of our magazine, of course, we can do some things to kind of assist you in that regard, because I think as part of your future projections that you do want to expand to other areas, you know, all along the PD and the Johnsonville areas and Georgetown and stuff like that. Since you said you have people coming from Georgetown,
most definitely,
you know, and you know, you never know, just never know how far you can go there. Since you don't, it doesn't seem like you have a lot of overhead to have any impact on your budget. It just seemed that way.
Right.
But I would certainly wish you the best, all the best.
Thank you.
And so April, if well, not in where you are, April, but if we see a store popping up talking about Lydia's Nest, I'm not going to be in Conway. I'm not going to be surprised.
Ooh.
Why not? Hey.
Yeah. Well.
I'm not either.
Uh-oh.
I love it. Speak it into existence. There you go. Write it down, make it plain. I love it. I love it. Well, Dr. Black, it was a pleasure having you with us this evening, and we wish you continued success and many achievements to come. And of course, you have our support, WCM Live, and we appreciate you being a part of our kickoff for Women's History Month. And we just want to let everyone know that across the course of the month, we will attempt to bring even more wonderful achievers who are women doing big things for our society, our communities. And if you have someone that you think would be great as a feature, a special guest on the show, please drop us a line. Let us know. You know, if you have my number, send me a text. You can always, pop a comment on the World Community Magazine's Facebook page or on my page or in the network. And we would love to feature some wonderful women who are doing big things, positive things. And it doesn't even have to be big. You know, sometimes, you can be doing things in a very small, behind the scenes kind of way, and people not even know that you're a part of certain endeavors. But, help us to identify some wonderful women so that we can celebrate Women's History Month in a big way. Yeah. So thank you so much, Dr. Black, for being with us tonight. And I hope that you can get some rest after this show.
Thank you. Y'all have a blessed night.
All right, you do the same.
We made her feel at ease. She was a little nervous in the beginning, but
she's got it. She's got you did a great job.
Accuse me of getting her in trouble. Making her scared. All right.
Oh goodness. Okay.
We'll do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Black. Dr.
Okay,
Black.
bye-bye.
All right. Well, Brother Edward, it was great having Dr. Black on the show tonight. So we do appreciate all of our viewers from tonight. Vonda Cookie Vandross viewing all the way from Lexington, South Carolina, which is near the Columbia area. We appreciate you. Centrell Thompson, Thurman Hemingway. He's becoming a regular. Thank you, Thurman, for watching tonight. We really appreciate it. Yeah. And of course,
pop up a lot.
Say that again. Say that again, Brother Edward.
Well, you haven't seen his name pop up a lot. Thurman?
Oh, yes. Yeah, he's usually in the audience. So we thank you all very much. Of course, this broadcast is going to be available for the next week. You can view it on WCMmagazine.net. Of course, that connects to our YouTube page. And of course, you can come back to our World Community Magazine's Facebook page, the network, or if you're on my personal page, you can see it as well. We just want to thank everyone for continuing to support WCM Live, and we certainly hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. So, Brother Edward, anything you want to say before we roll out?
I just want to say that I'm wishing Dr. Black the best, all the best, and I'm impressed with her organizational chart, and it just looks like she has, things that are really welcoming for the future. Okay, mm-hmm. They're moving forward, and I'm impressed by that. So we could just wish her well, and yes. Really just wish her well. All Appreciate right. her coming on to share those things with us.
Yes, absolutely. So again, everyone, take care, and we hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll see you next Tuesday night at 7 p.m.
That's right. Godspeed. We'll have another guest for you.
Yeah. All right. Take care.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you for watching the World Community Magazine's Hour of Power Live on Facebook.